Hello, my name is Kyle.
I'm Matt. I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults. Hello and welcome to episode 182 of the Pseudo Adults podcast.
Whoa.
There's the ending. Whoa, all right.
Yeah, there's starting to be a beginning whoa.
Yeah.
You notice that? It's like slowly integrating in.
Because
A double whoa.
Matt's always astounded by the number that we've reached, I think.
It is
am
quite
impressed.
astounding.
Yeah.
But you're like doing like how many episodes of the Space Amboni podcast a week? It's like you're gonna like, soar past at some point and then you're gonna be like, oh, 185.
That's nothing.
185 is a big deal.
This is a podcast where we talk about fun things that interest us, both personally and on the macro scale, things that we're checking out on TV, film, video games, etc. And if you haven't already, you could subscribe to Pseudo Adults. It's anywhere that you find podcasts. I have an album out.
Yeah.
The Asymmetrics. The album name is Flowers and Cheap Dates, and it's anywhere that you stream music, so check it out.
When are you going on tour?
Oh, as soon as I learned the multiform technique.
All I can say is Tony was blasting it.
Oh,
So I heard it while I was getting ready, and it's really good.
That's the equivalent
like
of
it.
Alex's story. It's like, yes, the wife's here through the wall. It seems.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I was bopping. I turned on my YouTube video. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you listening to Kyle's album?
I appreciate feedbacks. If there's favorite songs, I am able to take criticism too. So whatever you guys got.
The album's already at 50 million streams. If you want to be part of the 50 million, check it out now. 50 million and one. Thank you for doing it.
My criticism is stop being so damn good at music. God.
Stop impressing me with your wild music.
Oh, so I need a new hobby.
I think Matt said start making bad music.
Put a new Ugly Sonic movie coming out.
Blah 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 blah. Meow.
Oh, damn. Gotta get worse. That was still too good.
Gotta get worse.
Sonic.
Ugly Sonic.
Ugly Sonic. Ugly Sonic.
Your plug?
What?
Space Amboni.
All right, cool.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Lunch, breakfast, dinner, lunch, breakfast, dinner, lunch, breakfast, dinner.
Look for
30
it at
days.
your local freezer aisle, your cereal aisle.
360
every aisle.
days.
Yeah.
If
If
you're
I
having
don't
them
die
product
before
aisle-
I watch every video of Space Amboni.
It comes in
65
pops and
baby.
flakes.
I like it.
Yep.
Do you need the extra absorbent kind? Definitely. Everybody needs the most absorbent kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super easy. Barely inconvenience.
Stop
And
it. This is Alex's sponsor.
Oh!
Oh, that was
No, yeah, no, I'm done.
Literally what I was about to do.
we got this shit down these days.
Yeah.
You know, we're so good.
Yeah, I'm
Got the flow.
I'm done. Nothing more to say.
So if you're a pop culture fan who wants to level up in life, check out Inner Warrior. And if you're looking to if you
Transition.
transition into an IT career, check out Inner Tech Warrior.
Bravo. So we're here. We got some classy beverages. Everyone's holding them up. Matt, what are we drinking right now?
We're sipping Eggo Brunch in a Jar Appalachian Sipping Cream.
I have
It's
to.
good.
It's my first time having it. I've only had a sip or so until now, and it's delicious. It's better than it actually sounds, and it does sound intriguing at least.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a clear liquor with a waffle in a bottle, and I thought it was going to be like sausage
Oh my
flavor
God.
in there too.
If a
It
waffle
wasn't.
was in there, it would like disintegrate.
It would.
I can't.
I would eat that waffle afterwards. I'd
But
be
it
like,
wouldn't
this is
be there.
breakfast
It would
now.
be gone, man.
Not if it's a
So
firm.
you just mean a soggy waffle, not disintegrated
Frozen
waffle.
waffle.
Yeah, blue waffle.
Yeah.
A blueberry waffle.
The implication brunch in a jar, it does imply you'll get like full from it.
Yeah.
Honestly, what I thought when I saw it, I thought it was gonna be like, like the those cereal bars. I thought it was gonna be like that. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be
cream
like
in the
that, but
milk.
with like the waffle. Because I forgot we saw that was in the city, right?
in the city when we were doing the whole Harry Powder experience.
Can I see the bottle?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you know what's the boozy percentage in it?
20.
Oh, it's 20.
Yeah, it smacks you.
Yeah.
as you drink
it creeps up because it's so smooth.
Yeah.
like butter in my ass.
It definitely does
Feels
taste
like
waffly,
butter.
though. It's good.
Nice.
Brought
The
me
waffle
back to
butter.
a Big Mouth episode, but
Butter in my ass.
What?
Brought you to Big Mouth?
it was. I'll talk about it a little bit later, but it's the new season of Big Mouth.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, so
There's a scene.
we got places to go, things to talk about. I mean, it's been a couple weeks since we last recorded an episode, and lots of things have happened since then. Rachel had a birthday. Happy birthday,
30.
Rachel.
Birthday.
Oh,
I've reached the
cheers.
limit of my ancestors.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, have we gone full circle?
I have.
That's actually
We have.
fucking crazy.
All of us have at this table reached the limit of our ancestors.
I that was 30?
This is like me 90. Back
I honestly
then.
forgot.
I was like 90. Yeah,
Wow.
30. This was my 30.
That's crazy.
My big 3-0. My big 2-1.
Now you
So-
got to reach the limit of the Jesus.
And I got to reach the limit
true.
of
Is that 34?
your grandparents.
I believe so.
You have to reach the limit of your grandparents.
I think
Yeah, it's
mine was
hard.
50, so I
Mine
don't
was-
have too much
yeah.
longer to go.
I was like, one was 40 and my other one was
Low wall to climb.
95. Yeah, one of them was like 40 or 50. The other one was 95. So
Knock
Yeah.
on wood.
I have some limits to reach.
So from there was like a whole weekend. So the New York Comic Con came and went, and that's when it was. Does anyone have any stories from going to that? Any highlights? I mean, what are you gonna say?
We were trying to get to a Digimon panel that we didn't make it to.
Yeah,
Why did you have to bring that up?
People need to know that you need to be online.
I knew.
I'm saying for the audience.
We didn't make it in.
Yeah,
But we got the cards.
we got the cards.
We did at least get
Yeah, we got pity cards.
did you watch?
Yeah.
Like, did someone put that up on YouTube?
We're trying to
No.
find it.
The whole
No
thing
one did it.
Yeah.
No one fucking put it on YouTube. Thanks.
The Dragon Ball one streamed on was it Tumblr?
Whoa.
Wow,
Well, maybe
Tumblr's still alive.
Thanks to
Going
New York
strong.
Comic Con.
Yeah, that's why it's like Tumblr. I used to go on Tumblr. all
They
the
just
time.
didn't want to associate with X or Google
It was
or whatever.
it was fun. I liked the con.
Yeah, it's nice to see the costumes. It's like I was noticing, even though of course Spider-Man Spider-Verse had a strong presence like it always should in New York.
Yeah.
The One Piece was very prominent.
Yeah.
You guys had awesome costumes.
Thank
you.
you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as did you.
It was a me.
It was a you.
It was just on my spirited animal. It was good because this was the first time, like at least on Sunday's one, where I wasn't dressed up. It was nice to have that experience because I've never actually. I mean, having the full day not dressed up as something for Comic-Con was also a nice experience.
You were telling the story of a prior Comic-Con where it's just like you and Tony dress up, but then they like basically make Tony step aside so they could take your picture.
Yes.
And then I got to witness that happening multiple
did.
times.
Yes. They're like, no, you move. We
I was
don't
like, oh
want
my
your
God,
picture.
the self-fulfilling prophecy
Yeah.
continues.
They were like, no, just her. Get out.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
no.
Take
just-
the picture of me with her.
You know, the issue is the character Clive Rossfield, whatever. I follow a Final Fantasy page, and people have strong feelings. They either love it or they're like, "What the hell is
Divisive.
this?" Yeah. So they're very like with that one. They're very like, it was a good game, but that's not the point. Some people are like, "Is this even a Final Fantasy game?" Whatever. Die-hard fans, you know. But yeah.
And 7 is also more popular than like any of them. So.
And 10.
Yeah, and 10. Yeah.
10-2.
Clued.
True.
And Titus or Titus.
And don't get me
Titties.
started about 3.
Titties.
3.
3?
Final Fantasy 1's my most favorite. I'm sorry. I'm an OG.
cool.
It was all downhill from there for you.
Plus, that's the only one I've ever played fully.
I had a lot of people at my job who I was talking to who was like close to my age being like, "You're not going to be Tifa?" I was like, "We're not doing this." I go, "I'm not doing this. This is exactly why I'm not being Tifa.
So
It's
I'd be like,
because of that."
what do I look like, a dentist?
And I was like, "I know why."
I was like
Thank you.
of the Queen Love variety.
Oh.
I'm good, thank you.
was good.
I was like, the reason why I wouldn't be Tifa is because I wouldn't get to see the con if I was Tifa. Like, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel comfortable, and you know, I don't know.
I was bowling. The only time someone recognized me on Sundays was when I was about to take a shit.
Yeah, no, we were at the food truck outside of Comic-Con.
No, literally when I was about to take a shit, some guy fist bumped me. He went bowling, and he fist bumped me. I was like right on line to take a shit. I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, bowling's about to drop a deuce.
Yeah.
He's about to
I got
release
a lot of-
bowling ball.
Yeah.
I got a lot of merch. I'm wearing one of them today. I got one.
Whoa.
That's cool.
This Fleetwood Mac style.
He grabbed his
gentleman
It's like a reference
look
and a
like it.
reference.
pirate. Yeah, it's a reference to a reference. Yeah.
Cool.
I like it, and I like both. So
My shirt's from Comic Con too.
yeah,
Whoa.
reppin'.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
I got a lot of prints, a lot of like prints to hang up. I got a BioShock one, which you don't really run into BioShock stuff anymore. I got this really cute. I got two. It was a frog that was Kermit, like wearing a Kermit hood, and then I got a Sonic that was actually a hedgehog with a Sonic hood, holding a ring with the shoes on. Yeah, so I got a lot of
Did you get one of those $300 Sonic the Hedgehog sweatshirts?
Whoa.
I couldn't believe that.
That's a
I couldn't
thing.
justify
insane, yeah.
that.
They were
Those are
nice though.
fucking-
They were
really
cool.
nice, but I can't justify spending $80 on a hoodie.
I know.
It was $80 for
expensive,
a
dude.
hoodie. I took that paper home and was like,
Were they
Let's
essentially
wait
like
for a Black Friday sale.
furry suits, but sweater style?
yeah, they were like basic sweater, like they were
Oh,
like
basic
hoodies.
sweater.
Yeah, it's like her sweater with Sonic on it.
$80.
I think it's. I think,
and
I
they
think
also
it's some
had
like
Leatherman.
girth. It was like a thick,
Yeah.
chunky fat,
Well,
yeah.
sweatshirt.
It's like what the football people would wear.
Yeah,
All
the Leatherman was actually $250.
yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but that one was cool too. But
no,
Nah,
people go Comic Con to make
$250
some
cool.
moolah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Especially the people that want to make impulse purchases.
Yeah, they
Yep.
charge those big old prices.
yeah. No, I noticed like I would ask them how much it was, immediately turn around and leave. Like, no.
Before they even
no.
answer. How much is it? Oh,
Yeah.
They'd be like, they'd be like $60. Bye.
Yeah.
It's just
Like,
a
I could get
tidy
this
sum
online.
of your house.
Just a tiny
right.
$60 per thing. You're like, no.
We were in the city, and same for last year.
Yeah.
I couldn't justify spending more money than it cost to be in the city for
Yeah,
Comic
that's why I
Con.
was like, no.
I was like, this is.
I had money put aside, so it was a little different. Like I was like specifically did like 60 hours the week before, so I could physically spend the money
Yeah.
for doing that. So
Well, I had to spend $320 to rebuy my
That's
own
true.
tickets.
Yeah.
So
that's
that
true.
was
So
my Comic Con
you're
purchase.
like done, all done.
Then I missed the only panel I was there for,
Yeah.
besides for Rachel's birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't have the tickets like digital. That way you could just be like,
that would have been smarter.
You know, I'm sure you get a pass, and then they're like, oh, here's your
Nope.
pass that we have extras of now.
That would be too smart.
They have
know.
all the scanning shit anyway.
hard,
All
yeah.
it does is just scan your stuff.
It
Yeah,
just
exactly.
sounds like that they're hoping that people forget
Yeah,
their tickets.
so they can
and
get
then,
that
Yeah,
moolah,
then
yeah.
they could get extra money.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be harder to get the tickets again. I thought when we went up there, we're like, fuck, okay, are we even going to be able to do this? They were like, yeah, just pay money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't that easy because they were like, "Oh, so wait, you bought them, but then it's
We're
on
gonna
his
have to
account,"
deactivate
and they're
all
like,
the ones
"So
and
yeah."
reactivate these ones. I was like, okay, guys.
And he had to get his manager over. We're like, "Oh god."
Yeah, he has to justify charging you the money, so he
I
has
thought
to
they
make
were
it
gonna
sound
put
like
it
the
on.
most annoying.
Yeah.
Even if it was like one button press, he'd
Yeah.
be like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god, you're fucking me right now,
Yeah.
dude."
And the manager showed up, and the manager was like, "Oh, well, it's gonna take a while because I need to know which ones are yours." I'm like, "I have mine.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
see what the other ones are."
I just don't know. I just don't know about that. I'm
He's
gonna
like,
have
"Oh,
to.
you have yours?" I'm like,
they-
"Yeah, right here."
Did they at least reimburse you for the other tickets?
No.
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 That's insane. Why
Yeah.
if they do a swap like that if
Yeah.
they're just going to charge you extra money for it? So
I spent $600 on just going to Comic Con.
Yeah.
I'd hate that. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, I'm spitting on Comic Con next time.
And then I missed the fucking panel, Matt. Imagine.
Yeah.
Ass ripping mad.
Yeah.
People were saying that they think somebody else took over Comic-Con than the other years.
A jerk.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
They think somebody else took over because they said even the signing of stuff was super disorganized compared to how it was last year. So they said they think somebody took over and changed things, but wasn't organized about doing it.
Yeah, I thought it was strange that like the Black Ranger was just like hanging out in the middle of the thing, and then but the
for the
Red
guy.
Ranger was downstairs. And, yeah.
Same for the guy from Fantastic Beasts and Fanboys.
Also, Kurt Kelly Dog's voice was just out on the floor.
Yeah, no
this
one.
is so strange.
We were walking by the guy, and John's like, "Oh my god, it's the guy from Fanboys." I was like, "Oh!" And then I saw his mug. I was like, "Oh, it's the guy from." And no one was even stopping because they thought he's just trying to peddle shit, sell
Oh my
shit.
god.
Yeah, it was really weird. Very strange.
It was odd, the
strange.
placement of things. I feel like, and then when we were there, we were meeting Mark by the Good Burger place, and all of a sudden, there's all these security guards rushing. It's Keenan and Kel are just standing there in the booth. We're like, oh, okay. Like it was so like rushed, and they're like, back up, everybody, back up. You could have done this a lot
Shooting at
easier
your
than
feet.
what you did, but.
Oh my god. Dance for a minute.
Wasn't Mark saying that they weren't being scabs because they were also producers on it?
Yeah, they weren't.
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
That's really funny to me.
Like, they weren't being
Oh, no,
horrible,
yeah, no,
but
no.
they did have bodyguards being like,
They're not promoting nothing.
I thought it was funny when we asked Mark, oh, like, what'd you think? Like, they showed a little bit of it. He's like, we were like, oh, what'd you think of it? He's like, it was like, it was like what you would expect. I'm like, okay, but was it good or bad? Like, he's like, it's like what you would expect with a Good Burger sequel.
So bad.
Yeah, like, you're not answering me, guys.
So he watched the whole Good Burger movie.
10 minutes of it.
10 minutes.
But
10 minutes.
I think
the
when
whole
you asked him,
movie.
he said something different, right?
There's something along the same lines. It's not amazing, but it's pretty much what you would expect from like a Nickelodeon movie sequel.
But if yeah.
Sorry. No, you first.
But if they take the Dragon Ball characters and turn them into little kids, then
Oh, yeah.
don't talk to Mark. Sorry, Mark, but Mark livid. Yeah.
I think it's funny. I like it.
Doesn't sound terrible.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'll watch anything. We've seen some really bad things.
Mark, please at us on Twitter, say that at Pseudo Adults podcast said Dragon Ball Daima is good, and now
Yeah.
I'm going to murder them.
We saw 10/10 of the Dragon Ball Daima, and we loved it.
Yeah.
10
10
times?
times.
Uh-huh.
10 out of 10.
There was so they had the whole Nickelodeon area, which is really funny because it was like Nickelodeon everything. You have the Good Burger truck. You have, and then like really, really, really far away by itself, taking up way too much space, was Rugrats the video game.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me? Just one like PS4 set up, just sitting there.
They didn't even care to bring a PlayStation 5.
No, it was like a cursed object on the show floor,
Very
where it's
strange.
like, yeah, don't go too close to that Rugrats thing.
It'll slurp you into the game. You'll be an NPC for the rest of your life.
And it was like a remake of an old Rugrats game where it's multiplayer and it's pixel art, but you could switch to HD. But when you're playing the
gargoyles
HD
game.
version, you can't see anything on the screen because it makes it smaller, so you can't see like what the ladders are.
that was very strange.
It's very unclear of what's happening in the game.
What?
And then Tommy, like when he goes up and down the ropes and stuff, he acts like he's pole dancing. So we're like, oh man, we got to get away from this fucking Rugrats game.
That's why no one else was touching it.
Yeah.
What booth I did like was it was in the very corner right next to Good Burger,
Don't
which
mind
I
me.
was like, whatever. But it was the South Park booth was really. It wasn't trying to sell you anything.
It was cool.
It just had the objects like the objects like
That's
the
awesome.
Screaming Moors. It had like the boats and like
That's
it had
awesome.
like
Yeah,
damn.
Cartman's implants.
They made
and,
they made physical props from a cartoon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really enjoyed that because I was like, it wasn't like they were trying to sell me on something. I mean, they are, but they're not. Like, it's just like for my enjoyment.
They're trying to sell you on the show.
Yeah.
I'm already. I've been
Paramount
on
Plus.
the
Show
show.
is great.
You know, I have the second season on DVDs where they were all like paper-like.
Damn.
Like they sold me from the
Yeah.
moment they turned on the show.
I remember watching it from like 5 years old.
Yeah.
That's how I'm the monster I am today.
Yeah. I was like, I was watching those and Family Guy, but they already sold me on that. So I was like, this was enjoyable to just go in and go, these are objects from the show, instead of it
Cheesy
being
poofs.
like, buy this $120 coat,
Yeah.
$80,000 coat. Mm-hmm. That's a normal coat that you could get for $20.
Excuse me.
Well, one in Rome, or New York Comic Con. So that was day one. Or I mean, you sprinkled other like days going to New York Comic Con, but that was the only day that I was at New York Comic Con for. that night, my wife, Mark, and I went to the Auntie Donna show, which was on like the other side of Manhattan, but we just kind of strolled over, had dinner, and the show was a lot of fun. And the following day was... So like that day was your actual birthday, but the following day was when we celebrated your birthday.
Yeah.
And I feel like I want to hear it through both of you guys.
Yeah. So I'll let Tony start since you've been quiet.
I didn't think I was quiet, but all right. Let's see.
Quiet.
So in the beginning of the day, we were trying to get the Devil May Cry 3 special edition for the Nintendo Switch so that we could play some multiplayer. And the GPS originally said that it was going to be, I forgot what was the original time.
Like 20 minutes.
20 minutes. A 20-minute walk. We're like, we could do that.
20 minutes
right?
At that point. And it was raining.
Yeah. We're like, we could do that. So then we even get umbrellas. We're like, we could do this, whatever.
No, it started raining as we started walking.
Yeah. So then we got umbrellas. And then we're like, we could do this. Then the GPS changes its time, and now it's like, 30 minutes.
40.
It was 40? It was
Went
40.
to 40
It
minutes.
doubled, right?
I remember being like, excuse me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, why did time double?
I have no idea.
Walking time?
Yeah.
That sounds like something out of Harry Potter, where the streets elongate longer.
Yeah.
It was a quantum GPS.
It made no sense. So we're like, okay, I don't know if we can do this now. So then we go and we try to find a train back, but then we go into the
one-way pass station.
Yeah. Where like you can only go. We were uptown and downtown. I don't remember.
They only let you go the wrong direction.
We only went, yeah. So we're like, oh great, like there's no other side, and then we had to go find another spot, and it was like, all right, like
We took
Oh my god.
a train back. Because I was
Stepped on
not
a bee.
walking in the I was not walking in the rain for another 20 minutes back. I go, rain is not for me. I stepped on a bee.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I was not walking in the rain back. So we ended up getting back, and we met up with everybody, and then we went to the Harry Potter exhibit in the rain. It was raining all day. Let me just pre-preference this before we have to say anything. Raining all day. It's good. It's fine. Umbrellas were very useful, to be honest, because if we didn't have umbrellas, it would have been exhibit and back to the hotel. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I heard a lot about it. That's how I originally was like, I want to go. I thought it was over the gift store that I was talking about.
I always
That's what
thought it was
somebody told me.
too. Because
And it ended up not being. I was like, wow, it's really cool.
Times Square.
I thought it was farther too, and I was like, no way. But it was fun. We went in. You get to put in your name. Like, I forgot what was actually on the screen. Do you remember?
The map.
Help me.
the map.
Yeah, the map.
Mirage.
Did you put in your regular names or did you make up magical names?
Oh, I put in my regular name.
Oh, your regular name's pretty magical.
Rachel.
Oh my god, I'm floating.
I liked how there was different kinds of rooms that you can go in that were all themed.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously it's a Harry Potter exhibit. I can't say they were all themed Harry Potter. It's Harry
They
Potter.
were?
I liked how you were able to interact with
now I get it.
everything in the exhibit. That was fun. I would have to say this exhibit was one of my favorites. It would have to be probably the Spy Museum first. It was more interactive. Then this one.
Yeah.
And then every other one.
Yeah, it seemed like it took ideas from the Spy Museum because with the bracelet, you would go into each station and it would do something. So the Spy Museum did have that, but the Spy Museum had more to it than that too, right? Like there was like a laser game where you would try to do the lasers and
Disarm the actual bomb.
and stuff like that, decode
like
things.
that.
Yeah.
And then, so I really liked this one because it had everything, and I think my favorite part was the garden part where you could pull the thingy out, the mandrakes. Yeah, I was like, that was one of my favorite parts. Was the mandrake part.
My favorite part was when everybody was taking pictures.
Yeah, everybody was taking pictures in the line.
I was going to ask if there was any recollection of what happened while we were waiting in line to get in.
All I know is everybody was taking pictures of everybody.
You didn't see what happened?
How it started.
I didn't know how it started.
You didn't know how it started?
Oh.
Oh, that makes sense.
I was somewhere. I don't know.
we all just instantaneously snapped. And, like, for you.
I was just like, everybody's taking pictures of everything. I know Matt was already taking pictures of the small stuff, and he was like, I need to take a picture of this emergency exit.
To directly quote Matt, he said, "I must journal everything." So what happened? While we were waiting in line to get in, it was airport style line, and the woman that was in front of us, we were directly in her view from a Harry Potter the exhibit side, and she was like, "Can you move? I want to take a picture of the sign." And we're like, "Oh, okay." And then something snapped in Matt, maybe irreversibly, at that moment.
He just kept taking pictures that whole day. He was taking pictures of him.
It's like you unlock Super Saiyan 2 or something.
It's like, I must document everything. You're like,
Super Spiteful 2.
TOO.
That was fun, though.
Yeah.
I liked watching Matt take pictures of every small thing.
You can speak for yourself, but he took pictures of the fire extinguisher.
He took pictures of the escalator. He took pictures he zoomed in on Hagrid's size on the wall. And was like, I must take pictures.
But then as we all got in on it very quickly, it was like taking a picture of someone taking a picture and then of someone, but then like off to the side, Matt would just be taking a picture of like a plant.
So in the picture, somebody's taking a picture of a person, of a person, of a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking a picture of a plant.
And the way I saw it is it became so like we all got to embrace our inner tourist. It was just like,
wow.
It's like we all just got to have a good time, just do our own thing and mind our own business, but also just like have fun. Like I thought that who actually snapped the picture? I keep forgetting. Was it Matt who snapped the one where we all got to climb into Harry Potter's cupboard under the stairs. Mm-hmm. And when it was my turn, I decided to like hold out my arms and do the Superman pose. And there's just the epic picture that Alex took that one. Oh, I guess it went into our group text. Did everyone add their photos to the Google album?
Yes.
Oh, it should update me. Okay, cool. I have to appreciate its final forms if everything's there now. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Yeah, so we have an amazing Google photo album.
The whole time I was like, oh man, I left my phone in the hotel.
No.
By the time we get to the restaurant, I was like, pull it out of the front pocket. I was like, the front pocket of my bag.
Oh my God.
It's a magic Harry Potter trick.
Yeah.
Because if it's not
Now
there,
there's no
it's not
pictures.
there.
Yeah.
I was like, if it's
God knew one more phone couldn't have been added to that mess. He knew if this
He was like,
It would have broke the simulation.
they would have kicked us out of the store. They would have been like, get out.
Did you have any sense that we were annoying people when we were there?
I don't think so.
No. Maybe.
Alex heard different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Let them.
Yeah. Basically, people were like, "Oh my God, they're still doing this. This is so annoying." That was it.
Grumpy
I was like-
peeps.
Yeah.
I would have said,
They were
okay,
pretty
you're going
young.
to kick me out of the Harry Potter Museum? That's right. Okay.
Well, security didn't say it. It was just.
I'd turn and be like, okay. Say it
Start taking a
louder.
picture of them.
I'm like, stop following.
Fun,
them.
I wish. Yeah. Take pictures right in their face.
That's what I was telling them as well. That's what made me create the final image of, because I had Gianna's phone in the moment, and I was already taking a picture of that setup. And they said that, and then I went. That's when I made that one.
Double image.
That's
Like that's it.
Super
would've
Spiteful
said,
3.
I would have said, if you're going to say something, say it with your chest and turn around. Like you're going to say something, say it louder.
Well, that would have been Super Saiyan 4. Super Spiteful 4.
I go from Super Spiteful 1 to Super Spiteful 4.
Sure.
Super Spiteful
come
God
from-
Spiteful.
You go with tail.
I come from spiteful parents, so I'm level 4 at all points in time.
That's your base form.
My base form is 4.
You were born with a tail.
Oh.
Spiteful. Spiky. It's not my butt. Anyways.
Oh, man.
So it was a lovely
It's an innie, not an outie.
rainy day, and we went to the Harry Potter, the actual store that she was referring
Yes.
to.
It's
after
one of
that.
my favorite. It's one of my favorite places. Like when we go to Union Square,
It was
because
cool.
it has the cafe. It has everything
Yeah,
there.
the butterbeer was good.
They have the butterbeer. I mean, depending on when you go, is how crowded it is. I think it was more crowded because it was raining and also Comic-Con and
That's true.
I think
need
there
to
was
get
more
that.
people in the city that week. Because when we went, it was crowded, but it wasn't that.
No, it wasn't
At
like
all.
that. Yeah.
But it was fun. We got butterbeer and we bought stuff. We bought the chocolate frog that I still can't break open. The chocolate frog I got, Matt, is solid.
Whoa.
It's like not hollow. I'm trying to break it. I'm like,
The one thing that was crazy about that store is that for a magical place, boy, do they have the hardest napkins to get out at a cup washing station. I'm just fingering the thing all the
I
time. I'm
can't
like,
get it. I go,
can't you just do the wave thing, make it more magical?
Right?
Yeah.
please. But I liked how they had a cup washing station, so you could take the cups back with you without being
That's
sticky
cool.
and gross.
Yeah.
I appreciated that, and their butterbeer is amazing.
Did you was getting a wand?
No,
I wanted to.
because I was like, I wanted to, but I was like,
$500
where
one.
would I?
yeah.
I don't have room yet to get. Like, I want to get glass cases, and I don't have the room yet.
Someone took a horrendous shit in that bathroom.
I heard.
I wonder.
It was.
I heard
Oh,
it
you
left
heard it?
streaks
Wow.
in
It
everything.
left fucking streaks in the toilet.
A troll.
Oh yeah, big troll, big fat
The most
ugly
magical
troll.
place to take a shit. The most magical place to take a shit.
You guys just missed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool, and I mean, obviously, because it's Harry Potter, everything is overpriced the way it should be in a Harry Potter store, I guess. But yeah, I think the one under the exhibit was more expensive than the actual
That's
store.
what it seemed
out.
like.
That's why I said don't look at anything
that
here.
butterbeer
Just
here.
wait till you get to the other store.
No, yeah, you were right. It was
Yeah,
cool.
I was like, the other store was really cool. It brings you, to different places in the movie. And
I wish you could like flu flame to the fucking store.
The other one.
Yeah.
Our original plan was we were trying to get book the Cauldron, which is a bar that's like magical themed also, where you can like make your own alcohol and
stuff,
potions.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, but
crazy.
I didn't know how many people were coming, so the amount of people we counted was like 9 or 10 originally, and they didn't have reservations for that amount. And if we did reserve 2 tables, we had to put down was it
$200?
$200?
Oh my God.
Just
Yeah.
put down.
Just to reserve the table.
It's like Carmine's, but it's Hagrid's.
That money
Yeah.
doesn't go towards your bill, though.
It does go, the $100 and something does go towards your bill, but I was just like, I can't justify spending. It was 200. Was it per
Harmonies.
table?
Yeah, it was something like
It was
that.
per
Like-
table. So if we had 10 people, it would be 2 tables. So we were like, that's
Because that was the only way to
$400.
reserve it.
But it would
To
go
put
towards your
down.
bill.
Yeah.
It would be more than $200.
I didn't want
It would have worked itself out in the long run.
True. And
If everybody showed up, because
If
you won't, it wasn't refundable.
You think we're unreliable? Oh, a lot of people didn't show
A lot of people didn't show
Yeah.
up,
I forgot.
a lot of people didn't show up, so
including Mark.
But
I'll never tell.
Mark.
no, Mark, it's fine.
You was weenie. I got Ron Perlman's autograph when I went home.
I got
Because he bit him and he thought he was going to turn into Ron Perlman.
I would love to
I
have
gotta get out of here.
a law.
He's looking in the mirror, and it's like teeth that's growing.
No!
But
Argo, no.
Argo, stay there.
It's not a good idea.
Stay there. Stay.
He's like, but
one.
I want to be a podcast.
But
Oh.
yeah, no. So I'm kind of glad that didn't work out in that sense, because it would have been like.
Yeah, no, the way it worked out was totally
if
fine.
we had the
Yeah.
amount of people that we had, it literally, we could have reserved 1 table and been fine in hindsight, but you really have to have like a strong head count to even reserve.
That's
and
wild.
then the potion class was like already taken out.
Oh,
That
damn.
place was
Yeah.
booked. You would have to, for 10 people, you would have to book like 4 or 5 months in advance.
But now we have another reason to go into the city and be
That's what
scared.
I was like, I'd like to do that
I
again.
have a train ticket that's good for 6 months.
Yeah,
Argo,
man,
no.
get it.
Stop,
I would
Argo.
love to do that.
Argo, stop. No, Argo.
Oh, he made it.
He's literally trying to mess up the wires. He's like, oh, how do I do this?
Yeah. He was at the Spy Museum.
Yeah.
But
He's gonna be
and then
upset
we
that
went
he's
and got
here now.
dim sum, which was that was actually really good.
Which one?
The
food.
The food.
The dim sum.
Oh, yeah, that
That
was
was actually
good.
really enjoyable, and that was just like a random place we found where I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is.
They made some
actually
really good soup.
Yeah, their buns were
Really good dim sum.
We definitely got someone else's food.
You made that friend with that gentleman at the entrance.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that too.
I missed that. I think I was sitting at the table with AJ.
The guy that wrapped his arm around you is like,
He's like, yeah, we're like the same. And talking to the woman at the
and the lady's like, please leave.
Yeah,
in her
yeah.
brain, but
yeah.
she was like,
I'm so sorry.
What?
yeah.
He touched you without consent?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
he
he
was
did.
like this. Yeah, we're the same, right? Like we're the same. telling the woman
"Please do
at
not touch me."
the cash register.
I didn't even know what he meant.
I was confused.
Yeah.
Oh, there was no. I was like, context is needed.
We didn't have
but I
any
guess there is
context.
none.
No, yeah.
No,
Okay.
this guy just literally
Zero
walked up to
context.
Tony, just man. Oh, and the the snake lady.
The snake
I
lady?
wasn't there for that
The
one.
snake lady, the girl who was definitely cracked out on some kind of crazy drug.
Oh my God.
And
Trank.
yeah, she was squatting by plants at
Yes,
first,
and she was
doing
going
this.
like-
Oh, the one that was behind me. I
The
didn't
one that
see
was
her.
Yeah, she was
behind
going
her.
like that for a long time, just like this, like by like potted plants. Just
Oh my god.
so, I was like,
Maybe she thought she was a plant.
I don't know, but I was like, oh man, I really hope she doesn't walk near us. And then like a horror movie, she goes up behind Tony, just
She does, and Tony doesn't even notice, and we're just standing there. We're standing there
right
going
behind
like this.
yeah,
We're standing going,
yeah.
as it's happening, Tony's talking, we're like,
Yeah, like, lady, we probably should have said something before she like injected Tony with like a black tar heroin needle. But we just see her. But maybe that's why she does this to like mesmerize you, to not say anything while she's like robbing you or something.
yeah, you're like, and then she walked away, and we're like a normal person. We're like,
No, she walked away and then squatted near the curb and just kept snaking it up.
Oh my god.
That's the hip new dance, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Wow.
man.
Yeah. So then we went to the amazing dessert bar.
Oh yes, Kinkies.
Yeah.
We went to Kinkies, the erotic dessert bar. That I found, and I was like, oh, this looks interesting. I didn't know it was like that, but I knew it was like the pastries. I thought it was like a normal pastry shop, and we walk in and there's porn everywhere.
Yeah, because on the
seats
website it
and-
doesn't show it like that
It
because I was
doesn't show
showing my
it.
dad
really?
the place.
No.
Yeah, it's just like a pink colored painted place.
And
They
I thought
don't
it was
show
like
the
a
seats.
bakery. I was like, oh, this
Yeah.
is cute. It has like sexual kind of stuff, but it's a bakery, and
Yeah.
AJ will be fine because it's a normal bakery. No, there is porn on every seat, cut out like somebody arts and
Yeah.
crafts
And lacquered
made a
it on.
collage.
Like someone was trying to murder a porn star. They're like, I need to clip all these and put them
Yeah.
on the chain.
I was like, it would have been good if they had just regular seats, and the photos on the wall were nice. They were like
Yeah.
artistic
Artsy.
stuff, and
Yeah.
then but you're like, oh my god, I'm sitting on a guy's like dick that's on the seat.
There was dicks, there was penetration.
Yeah,
like-
it was everything you could. But I enjoyed, honestly, those waffles were really good. They were the best waffles I've had in a minute.
Waffles were good.
They were
They
very
were
good.
freshly
Drinks were
baked.
great too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you could choose
Really
what
good.
flavor you put on them, and all the flavor.
And you could get a
like
delicious
syringes
syringe.
were like dicks, and it was actually quite enjoyable. I was like, meaning like this would be a cool place to like for like a bachelorette party, or bachelor party.
yeah.
Or a bachelor party.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
bachelor party, that would be cool. And I was like, wow, this is unique. I mean, I got it off a website that said the most unique. Yeah.
It's a dance bachelor party.
Oh, 100%.
He'd love it. He'd take it home and buy it.
And then we'll be like, because he won't necessarily see or hear this, but we could say it here. And then when he eventually has one, we'll be like, we said it and we know you listened. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You agreed. You didn't say no.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That'd be cool if you could rent out the place. I was like, I wonder
It
if you
seemed
could
like
rent
people
out
kept
the
walking
place.
in and leaving.
We basically rented out the place.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. We had the whole place ourselves.
The guy was even like, "How'd you guys find us?"
I was like,
my
website
God.
that said you were the most unique, one of the most unique places in New York City, which you're not wrong.
It was very
I
unique.
think it would do well in like a more popular area. I think it would do well.
I think
it's
it might get
awesome
shut
eating
down
there.
if it were in a more popular area.
XXX. Children will walk in and be like, it's a bakery. You're like, no, get out.
I can't believe they said it was child friendly. It's not. It's not.
It said
Yeah.
18 plus on the sign that was behind
They,
the door.
said
It did?
Yeah, you guys said it was friendly.
No, yeah.
Meaning it served alcohol and they let children in there.
That's what child friendly
I
means.
guess.
I guess so, in New
Whoa.
York City. Yeah, so that was our day. It was really good. It was a good day. Food was good.
Yeah, so you guys went off back to hotel. You played video games or chilled, basically.
We watched the first episode of The House. Or was that Friday?
That
Right?
was the night before.
That
Yeah,
was the
night
night
before.
before. What did we do? We played video games?
Yeah, we chilled out. We played video games, and Tony tried to
so cool.
download something for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, yeah. So let me explain that.
I 100% forgot about that.
14 hours.
And we're like, Tony, hey, can we just do other stuff? He's
so
like,
dumb.
I've got this.
I have the bandwidth, which is mine.
Oh my god.
So we decided to download the Devil May Cry Special Edition, right? We're like, oh, we could just do it like that. The problem was that the Wi-Fi can't connect to the Switch. Well, because if you do it on your phone, you go through a splash page, and then you have to. So the Switch wouldn't load the splash page. So I was looking online, like, how can you get around this?
We're also 12 feet up in the air. Not 12 feet.
12 floors.
12 floors up in the air.
12 feet would be like a really good jump.
Yeah.
Off floor.
So as soon as you get 12 feet up, no
Yeah.
internet service. Could you imagine?
No, well, we
12 feet up in the air. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No internet service
You better get
here.
down that ladder.
service up here.
At one point, it must have been like that, but okay.
So I was looking up, and they're like, okay, the way you could get around it is either by changing the MAC address of the Switch, or changing the MAC address of whatever device you're going to the splash page with. So I was trying both options, but I don't remember what the issue was, that it wouldn't let me change the MAC address. So I was like, damn it. All right, so let me try the Switch way. And so I was going through and trying to figure out how to change the MAC address for the Switch. And it was like, oh, you can't do it unless you have some other crazy thing. I was like, oh, god damn it. and then it was just
The whole night.
yeah, it was just troubleshooting the whole night, basically
I'm
trying to
scrolling on
figure
my
it out.
phone.
He had a whole season of Mr. Robot trying to get into this fucking
Yeah,
This
hotel
is normal.
Wi-Fi.
He sat with tech support the other night for Amy's skin, a certain skin that you got.
that I told him how to do it.
yeah, but it was
and it was the whole
I
night.
could not understand
Yeah,
it through text.
and he couldn't call me. God forbid he calls me and is like, "Hey, what did you mean? I don't get it." But then he calls tech support for PlayStation, sits on the phone with him, and they tell him the same thing I just fucking told
Well,
him.
first they told me like 5 other things that didn't work.
Yeah, so I gave you the right answer right away.
So that
my
was
God.
his night.
Don't you know, like, you guys kind of basically work in this field to know that you know more than those people? I know more than those people.
Those people are getting paid like $15 an hour. You know more than
I don't
those
care.
people.
It's just how much they play. It's like, you got the
No,
life
it's just
experience. You've been through this. You know more than they do.
Come on, Tony, get your shit
It
together.
was so funny.
We spent the whole night trying to figure out that. He spent the whole night.
So,
I was
did you
somewhere
succeed?
else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But the skin isn't.
It wasn't worth it.
No, he didn't succeed at the hotel.
No, not the hotel.
No, not at the hotel, no.
No, we were talking.
No, he never downloaded the game at the hotel.
No, yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
It was like slowly
And
downloading,
he
but it was
checked
never
in
going
the
to make it
morning,
by the
was
time.
only like 15%.
Yeah,
Like,
because it was too slow to do it through. Because we use a hotspot on the phone to try to do it.
I would
that
love
way.
if like the hotel like Wi-Fi wouldn't work for like the staff, and like we're having horrible technical difficulties for some reason. We don't
just
try-
congesting it.
Yeah.
I think one of my two favorite parts, besides everybody being there for my birthday and the trip, is two parts were from AJ actually. One of them was the escalator when he was like, elevator. And I was like, no, escalator. He goes, no, elevator. I was like, you're right. I'm sorry. I was like,
He even
fuck
said your
me,
name.
I'm
He was like,
wrong.
no, Rachel. Elevator.
And I went, you're
Boss
right.
man.
You're right. And then the other one was the Subway, where he was like, hamburger. And then he gets it, and he's like,
Wait. So explain. So he was saying.
he picked up a hamburger off the subway. Got it.
So we
No,
were
Subway Eat Fresh.
Oh,
off the subway floor.
Don't confuse. It's
Yeah.
we went to a
So we went to a Subway.
not the Subway.
And there was a like the sign that shows like all the different foods. And there was one of the foods there that he was like, "Oh, hamburger." It wasn't a hamburger. It was like a
It's a ham
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a ham.
ham
Yeah, buns,
sandwich burger.
burger. I'm on
Not even
AJ's
the
side.
same colored meat. It's like big, bright colored ham.
Chemically colored like salmon.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he was like, "Oh, hamburger." So they get him that sandwich, And then when he gets the sandwich, he's like, "No, hamburger."
He's like, "No, that one,
Yeah.
that one."
Wow, so it's kind of
false advertising.
Exactly. It's like,
He learned it.
It's like the picture.
Yep.
He ended up eating it, but like it took him a minute. Gianna had to walk him up to the front and be like, "No, you have that. That's what you have."
Little did we know what we were missing the Scott Pilgrim panel.
Yes, we were.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot
yeah,
about that, yeah.
We were missing it because I think we thought it was at 1 or something.
We thought it
Yeah.
was. I thought
and
it was Saturday.
Tony's just like,
Yeah.
it took him a while to even say it.
Yeah, I was like,
because he knew. Because we were like, what panels do we want to go to on Sunday?
Yeah.
We're like, Scott Pilgrim.
There was only like a few panels this year. That were really worth it,
Oh my god.
And then he just very faintly, it was at 10 o'clock.
That was it. That was a 10.
John, I was like, more time for me to walk to Floyd, to be honest.
The only
I'm
one that
like,
you
oh,
successfully got into the whole weekend was the My Hero one.
Yeah, which
Yep.
was a really cool
that was
advertisement.
cool.
Yeah, it was just an
Oh my
advertisement.
god. For the
product.
cards?
For the card
game.
games.
For
Yeah.
the card game.
I feel like that was more of an advertisement than Digimon was for Digimon toys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, the Digimon was at least an advertisement for the movie that was coming
But
out.
that's what I'm saying.
This was just like an advertisement for the card
the
game,
card game,
that they
yeah.
said we were getting a free card at the
And
end of
didn't
it.
get.
And then they're like, go to this booth to get the cards,
Yeah.
but you have to pay for them at the booth.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Oh, what the hell?
What?
Yeah.
the episode was fun though. It was a
It
fun,
was a fun episode.
but I guess I don't know if it's because of like everything that's going on with, or was going on with like the actors and voice
I
acting.
think it was very messy because of. I think that was one of the reasons was. So the issue was from what I saw because I was following that page I was talking about, the Comic-Con page, that people put comments when things update and stuff. So a lot of actors were pulling out and then coming back or pulling out altogether from like the signings too, and they were like, okay, we got to replace that one, so we're gonna throw this person in and. I know a girl tried to get a picture with Tom Holland. Tom Holland,
Whoa.
very nice guy, but she said something to him, and I guess he had somebody from Disney, like a security guard, where they're like, nope, go, and moved him. Like he couldn't talk about certain questions that were asked.
Well, he also spoils things all the
Yeah,
time.
because he's got loose lips.
Yeah.
So
Which is fine.
they said like they tried to like move her away because she was asking questions about stuff he physically couldn't answer. I guess
Or else he'd
because
be
of stroke
scabbing.
or whatever. But a lot of things were weird. Panels were okay. They weren't like as big packed as like not packed but big like named as they were last year. I noticed.
So for our panel, usually what they do is like they'll have the panel, then they'll talk about it, and the actors will come on. They'll be like, "Oh, this is what you watch." This, then My Hero, it like the episode ended. They're like, "All right, bye."
Yeah.
and we're like,
Get
"Oh
out.
shit!"
Yeah.
You're like,
Like, oh, that's it. There's nothing. That was it.
Makes me think of the Capcom panel. Once Mega Man was brought up, that was it. They're like, oh, boy, go.
Like, all right, Q&A time. Mega Man. All right, bye.
Damn.
I never seen people move so fast.
Yeah. Their ass was on fire.
Yeah, you could tell the difference between the years for at least the panels. Floor is the floor. Floor
We got to play Sonic Superstars, didn't
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
We did.
that's true. We got to
and
a
it
preview of
glitched
that.
and crashed for
Really?
For Gianna, yeah.
And she's like, what happened? We're like,
Oh, the
"It-
rep
it
there was like,
crashed."
what did you guys do?
No, she's like,
What
I
did you
got to
do?"
buy this game.
Towards the
we
end
had a
of
fun
the
time
new
with it.
game, towards the end of the new game, you can see you're like, oh, there's a lot of glitches.
Well, it's meant to go, not to spoil it because Kyle has it, but it's meant to do that, but that last boss.
Stage, that's what I was saying,
Yeah,
the
that
Last
stage.
boss when you play multiplayer
Bad.
glitches out bad, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully there's some patches.
But everything else is
Yeah, everything's
Yeah,
awesome.
everything else
Yeah.
is good, but you can see. But yeah, it was fun. I almost got a Rogue
Almost went rogue.
tracksuit.
Yeah.
They had like a tracksuit there for Rogue.
Okay.
That they had the whole class of Xavier.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty
University.
cool.
yeah, Mark Sykes.
I wish there was more.
Was there too?
I wish there was more.
There's a lot of store merch there.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I wish it was more character merch and not just like 3 people and we're moving on like there wasn't anybody else in X-Men.
There's a couple, right? There's Wolverine,
there was Storm and
Rogue.
There was Wolverine and then just Xavier's like track and
I
field
can't think of any
stuff.
other X-Men.
What about Gambit?
Yeah, no Gambit stuff.
Gambit's so cool, though.
I would have
he
gotten
is.
all the Gambit stuff.
Shitty.
I would have got all the Gambit. If they had Gambit, I would have gotten all the Gambit stuff. But Rogue, I was like, And they were like, oh, we only have small in the tracksuit. I was like, I can't guarantee that's going to fit me. Like the top, yes, but the bottom, I can't guarantee that's going to fit me. So I was like, I'm not spending $80 on something that may or may not fit.
Damn. $80
For both.
I know.
It was for both.
I think it was 70. But
70?
Yeah.
For that price, I'll buy the bootleg merch that says "Gifted Ungsters."
Also, they sold
Never
it
had that in my life.
I found it on their online website.
You found their website?
And remember the exclusive shirt that they were selling?
Yeah.
Selling it on the website.
Huh.
So she lied
Figured.
and said, they're not selling this on the website. It's on the website.
Maybe she just was fed bad news.
Probably.
Or bad information.
That's how you sell. This is exclusive.
Well, she just wants to market it.
Yeah.
She's like, they can't check. They have no service in here.
Oh my God.
True, very
This
true.
is the show floor.
Yeah.
There's no service in it
Everything's exclusive in Comic-Con.
Yeah.
until you see it on Amazon.
Yeah.
So I don't buy pops like that.
That's third-party sellers.
damn.
That's third-party sellers.
See, I buy pops on Amazon.
With Pops, you just got to go look in a landfill. That's
Yeah,
Do you know
literally.
how this Comic-Con, what they do? They have like this big pop display.
Yes.
So last year they had like this crazy like house one that you had to walk into the house.
Oh, damn.
This year they had like the Statue of Liberty
Yeah.
Funko Pop like thing that you could walk into.
You
But
have to
you
reserve.
can climb into her head.
yeah, you climb into the head of the Statue of Liberty. And you can watch over the whole show floor. So if anything dangerous happens, you're like, it's okay. At least I'm in the head of the
But
statue.
So
But then
The
you're like stationed there for 8 hours
Yeah.
and they give you like a sniper.
the issue with that,
Yeah, you have a job to do.
Yeah.
what are you
They're
in
like,
that
the
book
area's
factory?
clear.
Jesus Christ.
That would be the best
at the
VR game at the top of the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty.
Look for the JFK
experience.
cosplayer. There he is.
There's a bogey on your tent. And you're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was signing up for this. I thought I was just supposed to be here for a little while.
You just gotta yell at the whole time. Why aren't you shooting? Take the shot.
Take the shot. Like,
There's bad people here? I don't know what's going on.
none of them were able to make the reservation. They're all bad. Take any shot you want.
Oh, don't you have like a little portfolio? How you look into
A dossier.
dossier.
So, but even to get into the Statue of Liberty's head to play the sniper game, you need to reserve it like when the
Yeah.
tickets go on sale.
So and you have to pay.
It's an additional price.
yes,
Yeah.
on top of the ticket.
What?
And then I also heard on the same Facebook page that I follow, because a lot of people comment on there, that people reserved it like for like 2:00. You have to reserve a time too. You can't just go in there. By the time he got there, everything was sold out. So he's like, "Why did I spend extra money on this ticket? Everything's sold out."
Wow.
Which I don't even think they should have like everything. They should have extras because people pay. It's a little different because people pay for that experience.
No, I agree. It's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you're booking it and you're saying it's going to be open like this amount of time, and you have a certain amount of tickets, and then you're not fulfilling it.
No,
Yeah.
that's how they were this year.
So,
But they did have a lounge fly place too this year, which was I love lounge fly bags. And I was like, whoa, but
do you remember Dan's VIP lounge experience from the last one?
yeah.
I don't. Did we talk about that?
I don't know. We'll just say briefly. It was just like a room where you could get water.
Oh my God! Yes, I remember that now.
And like he's like, it's pretty cool. And they're like, we walked down there. It's like flooded with people. He's like, it wasn't like this before.
I swear.
Yeah, he's like, do you guys want me to get you water? Like, yeah, please.
Oh my God!
That night after you guys went back to the hotel, Matt and I broke off and joined with my wife was celebrating a separate birthday, and not much to say other than we went to this bar in Brooklyn just to hang out, and not knowing that after 9:30 it was going to become a karaoke bar.
Oh.
And as you know, it was a very rainy day all day, so I feel like that really decreased the amount of people that would show up for, I don't know what it's like on a normal week, but it was pretty quiet. Maybe what was there, like under a dozen people there. And so Matt broke the ice and sang Me and Michael by MGMT and killed it.
Thank you.
And we each did two karaoke songs.
Then we're like, smell you leave.
Yeah, they were like, drop the mic. Peace out, bitches.
Then we got stuck in a parking garage for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Matt, what were your two songs?
What? Me and Michael and Friday I'm in Love.
I did.
Oh my god. Friday.
I did Suzanne by Weezer, and then I did You'll Be Back from Hamilton.
For Dan. Da 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 da.
I know it's his favorite.
It's once he hears a song from Hamilton, he's got to watch the whole movie.
Yeah.
Immediately.
It's a thing.
No matter where he is.
Yeah.
He's like, damn it, now I gotta watch this.
He's at work. He pulls out. Now we gotta watch.
You don't understand.
Just leaves and goes to Broadway. All right.
But now I gotta get orchestra seats.
First row, middle.
We gotta get Disney to take it off of Disney Plus, so he has to do that. He's like, my only option is to go watch it on Broadway right now.
The longest running show, thanks to this this young man.
And then he just
Gotta offer him the VIP section too.
where they get water.
I like it if once they take it off of Broadway and they stop doing it for like 20 years, he just has everybody in the basement like ready to go anytime he wants to watch it. It's like, guess what time it is? And they're like, not again.
He's like, he
prisoners?
Yeah, he comes over here. He's like, guess who I brought again? We're like, oh god, not the cast of Hamilton. Oh no!
Guess what we're watching tonight?
They all got shock collars.
Anyone want to bring up a song? And no.
And yes, as Matt was alluding to, when we were leaving, we ended up getting a ride back from our friends, and the parking lot in Brooklyn. The gate, the gate,
like 8.
yeah. Oh, the parking lot had hours, yeah.
Oh wow.
And the gate just was refusing to open. Basically, they tried it was like use a different meter or like pay at the pay station and come back, and it was like nothing's working. And even while we were doing that, someone was like, "I work here, let me go," and they just drove off and left.
That's amazing.
They must have been like cracking up, like, this is awesome.
Fooled you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then somehow the security guy,
Yeah, the guy just was like, I'll take care of this. And then he let us out. I think he took a while to call people. He's like, I gotta call my manager. I gotta call this person.
yeah, he was like, hold on, don't go, no, don't go. And then finally it was just like,
Then he just left.
yeah, then he drove off. I was like, I guess we're good to go. And I saw them yesterday. I was like, did anything come out of it? Like, because he took down your whatever credit card information, the number on your ticket or whatever it was, and they're like, never heard back.
Wow.
So I don't think they had to
What
pay
if he
for that
was a
debacle
ghost?
at least. Oh, spooky. No. That was his catchphrase. No.
Yeah, that was his catchphrase.
Goddamn.
Yeah. So that was that weekend. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
A weekend.
I enjoyed it. It was a good weekend.
So many memories that last a lifetime.
True.
And yet we're killing them all.
Yeah.
It's all right. We got all those pictures.
That's true.
Everything. Documentation.
remember.
Matt was right.
Yep.
I need to
everything was
document
documented
everything.
for the better.
That'll probably be the thing we remember the most of all the things we've done that weekend. So
Yeah.
it's funny.
So we have so many other things to talk about. My question is do we make it a separate episode?
Up to you. Doesn't bother me. We'll do it.
I think that's a good idea. That way we could kind of if people want to hear our stories, this is the episode for it. If you want to hear about the stuff that we've been checking out, a little sneak peek, the new Blink album, some new movies, maybe the Halloween varieties, maybe some emo musicals, and maybe some movies about little golden retriever puppies.
That can't really emote.
Tony, I bet you sound excited about the next episode.
Yeah, I'm interested to figure out what the hell you guys are talking about.
I am the one who said everything. You guys?
Yeah, all you.
Hey,
all you over
guys.
there.
And Sonic Superstars.
Yes.
So stay tuned for all that and more on episode 183.
Whoa.
Wow. Whoa.
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 There's so many ending woes.
Whoa, Riley's.
Whoa.
Whoa parts.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
No woes. Whoa,
I'm at-
whoa, that's Matthew.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm Alex.
Whoa, 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 I'm Rachel.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is Tony.
Whoa, I'm Kyle.
Auto parts.
Pseudo Adults.